Did you know you created every single thing about your life before you were born on a document called a blueprint? On that document, you planned out every single aspect about your life. You planned your name, your parents, where you were born, your siblings, the relationships you'd enter into, and the challenges you would meet along the way. I'm Stacie, and I'm from the Key to Soul Awakening. I help people recreate their blueprints using astrology, numerology, and sacred geometry. In this video, I'm going to help you discover your own life path number and what that means for you. And although life paths and the specific situations that you meet along your life path are a bit more complicated than just one number, this is just the basics to get you started. If you're interested in scheduling an appointment with me, click the link in the banner above or in the description below. So how do you find your life path number? Use your date of birth, the month, the day, and the 4-digit year. Add those together down until they get to a single digit. For example, October 20th, 1978. October is the 10th month of the year, so that equals the number 10. So you have 10 plus 20 plus 1978. Add the 10 and the 20 down to single digits. The 10 goes to 1, the 20 goes to 2. So now your problem is 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 8. Adding all those together gets you to the number 10, and that goes down to a life path number 1. If your birth date adds up to the digits 11, 22, 33, or 44 before getting into a single digit, circle that number and then add down to the single digit. There's a separate video for these numbers, 11, 22, 33, or 44. They are called master numbers. These mean that you have extra power behind your life path number, and I will explain that to you in the other video. Now take some time to use the process I just showed to figure out your life path number. Life path 7 has a strong spiritual connection. Words to describe 7 would be intuition, spirituality, and expansion of the mind. 7s are not grounded at all, whereas the 6s we talked about before were fully grounded. 7s sometimes are looked at as the oddball of the group. 7s are often described as half here on the earthly plane and half on the other side, because that's exactly what they are. 7s are closer to their intuition than most people. They know exactly what is happening and what choice to make at every moment, because their intuition in their sacral chakra is well developed. This means 7s can trust their gut without having to second guess themselves. Conversely, 7s are extremely logical and very intelligent, and very black and white, which seems at odds with the spirituality concept that they have. 7s come into this world by nature connected to spirituality without a religion attached. This can be changed through programming with their family of origin. To a 7, a religious upbringing feels as close to home as they possibly can get. If a 7 is raised with strong religious ties, the 7 will attach themselves to that religion, throwing themselves into it lock, stock, and barrel. Although this is not a bad thing, what it can do is confuse the 7 with what they know innately versus what is being taught in religion lessons. They tend to overthink things. If a 7 has their energy in the most positive way possible and is walking on the most positive path possible, their energy can heal anything and anybody at any time. 7s are here in this lifetime to develop their mind through their strong intuition and strong words of wisdom. When a 7 is in the negative state or a flipped life path, they tend to become very bitter because they've had to push away their instincts of spirituality. If they've been programmed to deny the spirituality, a 7 can become quite lost in their life path. They can become angry, bitter, and resentful. All of these words will describe a 7 who's not living on their true life path. Compatibility with a 7 is often made best with a number that has a good foundation, like a 4. Because 7 tend to live in illusion, they tend to live very strongly in the spiritual basis. They don't tend to worry about things like bills to be paid. A 7 needs a partner who's grounded and rooted in this earthly plane. The partner also needs to allow the 7 to spread their wings and explore the expansiveness of their mind and intuition. If you're a 7 in a relationship, the struggle within the relationship usually is that your head is in the clouds and your partner wants you to come down and face reality every once in a while. Knowing your life path number helps a person in knowing how they approach their life and how to approach challenges without having those challenges stop your life from moving forward. It is important to note that if you are not living in a positive way, your life path is flipped. That means it's reversed into a negative way, and the negative aspects of that life path number show up in your life. If your life path number turned out to be the number discussed here in this video, but it sounds nothing like you, then I must ask you, what happened in your life to change who you are? Sometimes people take on attributes of different life path numbers to avoid difficult, challenging situations, sort of like an ostrich sticking their head in the sand. If you'd like to make a session with me to discuss your life path and how you can live your highest and best life using the law of attraction and manifestation, use the link above in the banner or below in the description. If you want to know more about life paths, go ahead and click the playlist right next to me, the Life Path series. Or you can click the single video, The Path to Happiness, which explains karmic patterns on our life paths. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you know every time I upload, and I go live several times a week just to answer questions from viewers.